Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Caleb Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Michael Dixon set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 56, right there, 56. You remember me? You remember me? That's who said. Check 3. 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56.
Brissett on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On the ready. Go. Screen. Go. Check 4. That's it.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check Mike, man.
To throw, Brissett. Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Watch the pass. Watch time.
To throw is Brissett. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. Only 2 on the screen pass here, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now it's Lockett. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Kill. Hey, zero.
They'll run with Smith, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And an alley to run. Room to run past midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
280. Right there. 56. It's coming this way. Here we go. One pass.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Green 80. Go 14. Hey, check. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Smith trying to run for it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tremont Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
54. Check. Watch 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete to Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tremont Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Brissett from the gun on third. He's going to fire one into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tremont Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
49ers, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over
Let's go,
first and 10.
baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jared Reed in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
At the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Wilson's pass complete to David Moore. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run again here with Gallman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Slam.
Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Hey, switch cable. Hey. Check Mike, 99.
From the gun, here's Brissett. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Check 52.
So that'll back them up 5.
Hey, I got it. Say it. Gun. 56. One left. 56 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here. Mike, 50.
After the penalty, it's Smith. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Right there, 56.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go for it.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I don't think you got it, son. Check 26, check 26.
This is Smith. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah. Check. SOS. There. SOS.
Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Niners' 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
It's going to be 19. It's going to be a long day.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and long.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
You don't want none. Hey, Mike 51. Got you, boy.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Good job right there. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
I'm coming after you. Shit.
12. Touch 50.
Mike, short. 51. Mike, 51.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Shift.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 49.
Touch 50, touch 50. Check.
On third down, Smith. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Brings up fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gallman will run it. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Gallman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the lead drops from 30.